Hey there, welcome to another edition of the Double Shot. I'm Jason Rantz. That is Jake Skorheim. I don't know why this popped into my head, but I was thinking about board games. And I think because we're like so hyper-focused on the technology side of things.
I didn't know what you were going to talk about. We don't tell each other what we're going to talk about beforehand. I assumed it would be something much more entertaining or newsworthy. But board games. All right, let's go with it.
And I was thinking about all of the board games that we played as a kid.
Yes.
And how, in retrospect, like anyone who plays Chutes and Ladders, what are you, a dummy? I mean, that's the most basic, and yet it was such a big deal.
Yeah, well, it's a simple game for simpletons.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's beloved by children the world over.
The game of life was fun but weird.
The game of life, I
remember liking that.
I haven't played it in years, but I think I would still enjoy it because I felt like there was some wish fulfillment aspect to it because you got to like choose your career. You can be like an athlete or a ballerina, whatever you wanted to be. And I really like the spinning aspect of the game. I thought was really fun too.
Here's the one that I love.
Yes.
And I realized you can't do it now. But then I decided to upgrade it and make a woke edition of Guess Who. And it would be impossible because Guess Who, you have to guess who your character is.
Is that like Mystery Date? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember
what Guess
that.
Who
So
was.
Guess Who you had.
Oh, Guess is the flipping game.
Yeah. So you had all these people. And some would have glasses, or some would be bald, and you would guess who the other person is.
Does this person have a beard? And if they didn't, you flip everyone down. Yeah.
So you can't do that anymore because you can't ask gender. And if you got someone who's non-binary, that's going to throw the whole game into a tizzy.
Or it makes it more fun.
Or it makes it more fun.
Yeah,
because then how I then came to this decision, I'm going to create a Guess Who that's more appropriate for 2024. So it's like, does your character go by the personal pronoun zer, and then some get put down if the answer is no.
This is going to be a lot more difficult for kids.
Is your character a Starbucks barista with green hair? And because that presumably would be a lot on because it's supposed to be a
the marketing rights and there's going to be some copyright issues there. Starbucks is probably not going to want you to use their likeness.
Oh no, I think that's an opportunity.
You could just say barista. You could just say barista.
Well, I'd like corporate.
They might partner with you.
Synergy.
Yeah, they might do it with some synergy. Absolutely. I actually play a lot of board games right now because I have 3 young kids, and one of the games.
They actually play? So they were into board games.
Yeah. Big time. They're not great at them, and they don't lose well. And so whenever we play Candyland, it usually ends. We've never finished a game of Candyland in our lives because it always ends up that they get upset and they throw pieces. It doesn't speak well for my parenting, actually, that they just cannot finish a game of Candyland. They're very passionate and they're very competitive, which will serve them well at some point. But in Candyland, it's not great. Another game, which is actually kind of fun, is Operation. Do you remember Operation?
Operation was fun, but also very unnerving.
It is unnerving. Yeah, and it makes
your hand starts to shake, and then you're wondering if you've got some disease.
You're totally right. It is making you nervous, and you're pulling out like funny bone and stupid things like that. But it's still a really fun game. You still have to use giant D batteries, which I don't even know where you purchase those, but my wife gets them somewhere. And so we've been playing. She found like an old Operation game at like the thrift store or something. So we've been playing that a lot lately.
Well, that feels like another one you can't really do.
Operation?
Anatomically speaking?
No. That's still a very safe game.
But is it still a male? See?
Yeah, it is. Okay. It is, but it's more like it's just a person you're operating on. Just like they're
not just people to me. These are my patients.
Yeah, no, I get it.
He has a name.
No, you're a real doctor. Do no harm. I get it. Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
It should shock you if you touch the sides. Not just buzz, but I want to shock.
So you pay a price when you do something wrong?
Because
just the patient pays the price in the board game.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah, you're right.
You should suffer something.
And at the end, it's just like, you're going to be sued.
Yes. You just cost the hospital
they just lost $500,000. That would be a good way to add to that game.
You operated on the patient's left arm. It was supposed to be the right.
You're all stressed out. You're writing on the arm. Like, do not cut.
I think we have a good idea for 2 new board games.
There's a couple games we can make some money on.
2024 versions of them. We'll see you next time.